Hey guys, so recently I bought a new plastic drawer cart to organize my stationery and other miscellaneous items. It was to replace this really old 7-drawer cart that actually used to belong to my grandfather, which actually is still pretty good, except that the plastic rubs against the frame of the drawer set really badly. Is that it squeals at a really high pitched noise that just drives me nuts. I'm muting the audio right now so that the squeal doesn't damage your ears. But anyways, needless to say, I'm ready to replace these old drawers. And I did a lot of research before I finally settled on this 4-drawer cart. I went to the Container Store, I went to different sites online, and finally what drove me to this particular product is it's reasonably priced and the interior size of these drawers are what I was looking for. So it ships in this cardboard box with no additional padding. It's just a very snug fit. And the actual plastic drawers are taped down so they wouldn't fly out when you're trying to remove them. And then of course, in one of the drawers is the actual wheels and its casters. So after removing the tape on the sides, I obviously wanted to test if the plastic would squeal in any way just like my previous drawers. And thank God it doesn't. So each of these drawers are able to be pulled completely out, and since the top 2 and the bottom 2 drawers are the exact same size, the 2 big drawers can be interchanged, and same goes with those small drawers. If you're wondering how the plastic drawers are stopped in the back, there are actually little tiny plastic nubs on each tier to prevent the drawers from passing through the back. And talking about the drawers, it's actually quite flexible in design. It is all plastic. The bottom is sturdy enough, but you can see the sides bend quite a bit. The color I have here is the mostly clear design. You can get it a smoky color as well. I'll put both of the product links in the description based on what your needs are. But in terms of dimensions, I think this is super important. This is the primary factor, once again, why I chose these drawers, because the interior dimensions are as follows. The length and width of the drawers is 12.31 inches in length and 9.92 inches in width, so it can fit a normal piece of printer paper. And the smallest drawer has a depth of 3 inches and the larger drawer has a depth of 6.85 inches. As I mentioned before, these do come with wheel casters, 4 of them in fact, and they're actually quite a bit smaller than what I had anticipated. It's pretty much an all plastic design as far as I can see, which definitely doesn't state well for durability, but this is not something that you'll want to be pushing around a lot anyways. To install, it's very simple. There are 4 holes that you would insert the 4 casters in on the bottom of the cart. I recommend that you install them obviously when it's empty, that way you can actually flip the thing over and then install it that way. And then once they're in place, they stay in place pretty well. Because of how small these plastic wheels are, they definitely, like I said, are not really meant to be rolled around a whole lot. When the drawer is completely empty, you are able to give it a little bit of push to give some inertia to the cart to get it moving. And even so, it doesn't move very far on its own. Of course, when it's full, there's no way you can just push it once and expect it to go anywhere. You would have to consistently apply force to it. And you can see that I am pushing the cart along a smooth hardwood floor, so you can imagine how much more difficult it would be to push it over some high carpet. And this drawer definitely is packed full, as you can see here. Obviously, I was coming from a 7-drawer cart, so this 4-drawer one is definitely packed to the brim. On top, I can also put stationery because it is partitioned in this way. And for those of you who are wondering whether the top can be removed so you can actually stack these drawers, and the answer is no, and I wouldn't anyway, just because you can see how much it wiggles, because the frame plastic is just like the plastic of the drawers and that it is very flexible. It definitely makes me question its durability and sturdiness, but so far it seems to be holding up fine. I definitely wouldn't trust this around kids because I can just see them knocking into it and eventually the plastic will probably give way. But if you don't really plan on moving this cart too much and you're just using it for, basic storage of papers, pencils, maybe clothing or something like that, then the Homz plastic drawers cart should be fine for you. But I honestly wish that they would just remake the old Sterilite type of drawers, which were much sturdier, stiffer, and also a little bit bigger in capacity. I just can't seem to find those anywhere anymore. If you are somehow able to find these once again, please let me know in the comment section down below. But otherwise, this 4-drawer cart is pretty much the best thing that we can get right now at a reasonable price. As usual, the link is in the description for you guys to check out.